Yeah, he reached out to let me know that the Grand Rapids Comic Con, he's going to be there, and if I was interested in wanting to get anything signed or anything, which I think is really cool. Like, this community never ceases to amaze me how nice people are in it.
I'm glad you said that because he messaged me and he was like, "Would that be weird? Would it be rude?" And I'm like, "Why would that be weird or rude?"
I think that's
And he's
the
like, "Well,
opposite
I've never
of weird
really,
and rude.
yeah." He's like, "I've never really talked to him, so I don't know if like that's weird." I was like, "Why would that be weird, dude? Like you're asking him if he would like your assistance, you
I
know?"
feel like the rude part is the fact that he had never talked to me before then.
I know, right?
That's the rude part.
I was like, I don't know. I think he would be like more upset if you went and he was there, and then you came back and you were like, "Look at all this stuff I got signed."
Yeah. And it's like I mentioned to him that like I've got plenty of stuff that I would love to get signed, but it's not like I necessarily would want, to do it that way, Like, I'm not open to have anything signed today or right now or anything like that. And I would rather have the opportunity to meet him myself. It's not like, of course, it'd be nice to have like a 100% collection signed and remarked, graded out and everything, but that's not the goal. I'm just a huge fan of his art, and I'd rather be able to actually get him signed in person, because that experience of getting to meet creators that you really admire, writers, artists,
Yeah.
like that's your keepsake from it. That's literally your souvenir from that moment.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing is like, I think the memory of meeting the creator, like, that's kind of something that reminds you of that moment more than it is just like a thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're a flipper, like, it doesn't have nearly as much value as the experience did,
Absolutely. What is going on, Dan from Blue Hellion Comics? Hidden Gems is up in the chat. How are you doing? C-list villain is here himself. We got E-Man, my man. What's happening? So I was able to hang out with him last night and record a video that'll be premiering on his channel. So if you guys are not already subscribed to the C-list villain himself, E-Man, go check out his channel. He's also a quarter of the crew that does the podcast, the C-list villains, which you can find on Spotify, wherever podcasts are. That's it. That's the app that I downloaded just to listen to it. And I that's literally all I do on Spotify is since they moved to YouTube. I don't know if that helps or hurts their goal or not, but since they started live streaming to YouTube while they're doing their podcast recordings, I just watch it on YouTube now. But you can find
yeah, it's two different audiences.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because, like I said, I literally went and downloaded Spotify just to go listen to some of their stuff early on, and that's the only reason it's even on my phone. Like, I'm so simple when it comes to all these different apps and stuff. I do. The only reason I'm on Instagram is because everyone hounded me about it for months after I started my channel. It took me forever to get on there, But yeah, I have no use for all of it. My life is easier when it's simple.
Yeah.
We got the War Machine Punisher himself, Jonathan Michael. What is up, brother? Glad you can stop in. Circumstances is up in here. Boom. And yeah, good point. As long as you spread the love of comics, YouTube, iTunes, or Spotify, it's all the same. Yeah. Well, not necessarily. As long as you guys, because I want y'all to enjoy what you're doing, and as well as hit your goals so that you keep doing it, because y'all get some awesome creators on there. Y'all have an awesome perspective. Like, that's what's fun about the community. Like, a lot of people are doing the same thing, but they do it from a different point of view and a different perspective, and that adds to my line of thinking with a lot of stuff, because we have so many similar interests that you'll be talking about stuff that I'm interested in that I might be like, I can be balls deep in it, but then when I hear y'all talk about it, it's like light bulbs coming on, or other people. That's what's fun about everyone who's doing content out there. It's really, I appreciate it. Coco loves Chevy. What is up? Oh my God. If y'all aren't following him on Instagram, y'all are missing out on some great stuff. He just posted this art print from, the artist's name slips me, but it was a 1 in 5. The guy only did 5 prints, and it was a Venomized Jason Voorhees. And I know you hear Venomized a lot, but this was so unique. The art style, it was leaning more on, it kind of had its own style to it. It didn't look comic booky. It was very, very horrific. It was wicked. I'd never seen it before, but that was like an awesome score. 1 in 5. Yeah, I caught your mistake, E-Man. I'm here for you, brother.
Yeah, I always listen to it. I listen to the podcast version of it, and so I know. Man, who did they had? The guy from Stray Dogs on there,
Yeah, last night.
and
No, they had Bunny Mask on there last night. The guy from Bunny Mask. Stray Dogs was
yeah, I
last
was
week.
gonna say Stray
Yeah.
Dogs should have been a week ago or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like every like every 10 minutes, it was like Legion of Comics says.
Yeah, dude, I like to participate. I like to talk.
Yeah.
I like to talk. And when they announced that they had that art sale going on, when they were going to be dumping all the original art for Stray Dogs, it's just the covers, not even all the covers. I spread it in all of our group chats. We know a handful of people that are big into original art, like Mike Becker, who was just on Meet the Burke Fam last night. Oh my God, his art collection is insane. It's Jake from State Farm. No, that's Carline Ryan. Yeah, there it is.
Gotta look good for the kids,
Oh yeah. Well, gotta look good for the wife. So, dude, we have parent teacher orientation tonight at my son's school. And when I say my son's school, I use that term extremely loosely. He's 3. At my son's daycare, it's not preschool; it's preschool. But they take it so serious. I mean, I hope they take it serious. I'm paying money for it, but like he's been there for 2 weeks and 1 day. And they want you to come in for a parent-teacher orientation to explain what we do every day in the classroom and answer any questions. And there's an app that goes along with the school where they drop at least 25 photos every single day of what they're doing in the time breakdown. So there are no questions. And my wife's like, do you want to go? I'm like, no, I don't want to go. Do we have to go? She's like, yeah. I'm like, damn it.
That's weird that they're doing it after school's already been in session.
We already did open house. It's not open house. 2 weeks, 1 day ago, we did open house where you come in and you ask them about what they do all day and but we're doing it again 2 weeks later.
Yeah. We do the opposite. We did Meet the Teacher like 3 days before school started.
We did that.
Like they started on Monday, we did it on the Wednesday before. Mm-hmm. And then they have like an open house where you come see like all the drawings and colorings and stuff. But that, that's after school started. That's weird.
Here that Meet the Teacher and go see your classroom thing is what we call open house. Like where you go and do all that, but now it's just the parent teacher orientation
that's weird
for daycare.
Yeah, my 3-year-old, she started I guess the same time. She's in like pre-K 3, so yeah, it's like pre-K because pre-K is at 4. So, but they don't. I mean, they have like Class Dojo and stuff, so they have like those social apps where they're like updating you, but. They don't use it nearly as heavily. They don't even post on there every day. Probably like every other day on average.
Every day we get a breakdown of every activity that they did and like little word snippets in between. At this time we went and did this. For snack time today they had ... I mean, this is intense.
Yeah. Like my wife.
I'm in school with the little dude at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah, my wife, she works in a daycare with like little 2 and 3-year-olds. No, not even 3. Like 1 and 2-year-olds, Yeah. And they have like this app where like whenever they change a kid's diaper, they have to like, hit a button or whatever, and so the parents can see like a timeline, like their diapers were changed, and like when they do activities, they take pictures and put those in there, and so they can see a timeline. Oh, their diaper was changed. They did coloring at this time. They did this. They ate at this time. The story time was here. So like that sounds more like what they're doing for you. That's crazy because he's 3, man. Give him some room to breathe.
That's how I felt about it. My words were just let the boy go to school.
Yeah.
At this point, like they have enough for us that we shouldn't have questions. You know what I mean? And if you're one of those parents that aren't here to look at any of this stuff, you're not showing up to parent-teacher orientation.
No. I love it, man. Like my 3-year-old, she went and like she's excited to go every day. She gets very upset for the weekends. Like when I pick her up Friday, when I go to school tomorrow, we're gonna do it. And I'm like, look, you got 2 days off. Ah!
I'm not stuck with you for 2 days, am I?
But it's great. Yeah, right. It's great though, because like I pick her up and she just like runs her mouth, about all of her friends and what they did today and all the fun things she did, and like I love hearing that stuff. Like it's great to hear a 3-year-old,
Yeah, Finn loves it still. Like, which I'm I'm sure that's probably normal at this stage. They're doing a lot of playing activities and like they're learning, like they're teaching them like motor skills and stuff like that, but they do it by doing dancing and like those specific dances where like wave your hands, I'll shake your feet, you know. So it's definitely learning stuff for sure. But Finn has a very hands-on life, you know what I mean? Like he's definitely where a 3-year-old's supposed to be or beyond, you know.
Yeah.
But it's still, he has a blast doing it. That's what really matters. It's just like you're going to tell me that at 7 o'clock real time, when I'm trying to get him finished with dinner, bathed, and calm down for the night so that we all can get to bed at a respectable time to wake up at 5 a.m., you want us to leave the house and we're not bringing the kids, so figure out who's going to take care of them, leave the house, come back in an hour for them to be all excited and jacked up at 8 o'clock. Come on, man.
Nah.
Y'all could have just sent this information in an email. Anybody got questions? Call me. What is going on, LCS? How are you doing, Brian? Glad you can hop in. So we're sitting here just talking about the how enjoyable it is to have kids in those preschool grades, which is very comic related. If you don't see the connection, that's on you, not on us. But so it's Tuesday, and I had to work last Friday, but I was able to grab the books. You know, my new comic book day is always split between Tuesdays and Fridays. Those are my normal off days unless something's extra is going on. But I did manage to pick up my stuff that I was looking for last week. And I've already read most of it because I just read it digital. But I grabbed that Department of Truth, which was an amazing issue. Something is Killing the Children that continues to be, in my opinion, probably best read in collected volume just because the pacing and everything.
Yeah.
And then I got that King Spawn #1, which I'm really excited to dive into. Spawn's been really fun lately, and I'm really thinking Todd's going to pull out all the stops for this stuff. And then most importantly, I picked up Fables Volume 2. So this is nothing new, but I read Volume 1 while I was on vacation and absolutely loved it. When I worked at the LCS in high school, the manager at the time, who he was just big into indies and stuff, he said this is a must-read. An absolute must read. So
isn't that crossing over with Batman?
Yeah, they're about to be doing a Big Bad Wolf thing where Bigby, his name is Bigby, like the Big Bad Wolf. Bigby is going to be in Gotham, or Batman might go to Fabletown. Not sure which way they're going to go with it, but I'm not planning on reading it. I'm not going to be picking it up as it hits shelves, but I wanted to go through Fables just at my own pace, you know. And there's a lot of it. So when all that's said and done, I might look at some of the spin-offs and Bigby and all that. But I want to go through Fables untainted by anything else first to get the proper experience of it. Because Bigby was definitely the breakout character for the first volume.
Awesome.
And then I picked up a major key today from the Honey Hole here local, the Dead Media Collectibles. But I'll be putting that into a video. I want to do a video because I have a stack of stuff from there that I've been keeping aside so I can kind of do a store spotlight video like I did for the Augusta Book Exchange yesterday, which that video was on point. Loved it. Other pickups from last week: Spider-Man Life Story Annual #1, which is returning to Chip Zdarsky's Spider-Man Life Story world for from what I understand, it's just supposed to be, I guess, it's a special peek to that universe from J. Jonah Jameson's perspective. But Zdarsky, Spider-Man, I'm in. Then this week's pickup so far: Infinite Frontier #5, Batman Fear State Alpha #1. Ready just to get through this Fear State so we can get to the new run of Batman, and then Teen Titans Academy and Batman Superman Annual. And this is interesting. So for those that don't know, this book's been playing a lot with comic book formatting. So they've been doing a lot of crazy stuff with it. And so this one, you can read it from either side. You start with the Superman side, or you flip it over and start with the Batman side, and it all comes together in the middle. So I think this is ending with this issue, if I'm not mistaken, but it has been a blast.
I know it was supposed to be ending sometime soon. I thought it was like #20, but apparently that was wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking 22 was the issue because I just remember there were 2s in it. But I know last week one of the issues came out. I don't remember the number for it, but looking forward to finally getting. Yeah, dude, the Fear State stuff, like those little snippets in the front of the Batman issues with the Scarecrow, that's obviously takes place beyond the Magistrate stuff that we've been reading about in the main body of the story, has been the best part. It's been the most interesting part. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the story. But at this point, for me, knowing that Joshua Williamson's taking over Batman, I'm just kind of now just like super hyped for that. So I'm already kind of putting my excitement beyond Fear State. I'm expecting it to be good, but I'm definitely more excited for the potential of Williamson on Batman at this point. It's on Netflix. Let's see. My kids are in college. I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse because they might not be as hands-on, but I bet they're a lot more expensive.
Right.
Oogie. There's this thing on Netflix, Mom, called OGGY, and it's straight nightmare fuel, but he loves it. On Netflix. It's just OGGY.
Straight nightmare fuel.
It is. Let's see. I see you're moving in that car line a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. They just opened the gate, so everybody shifted forward. It's still probably about another 15 minutes before they let any kids out.
So what's new with you?
Nothing much.
What's your reading schedule look like? I know you got a lot of stuff to do.
I mean, I'm behind on pretty much everything at this point, but I'm probably going to get some reading done this evening, and then hopefully tomorrow as well.
You got a few
Maybe
weeks.
I'll be current on this week.
Yeah. 2-3 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, I'm guessing.
Yeah, something like that. Pretty much since, like, I went on vacation there at the end of July. Like that third week of July, I guess.
I need to go get in my car just to make this work properly.
All right.
What is going on?
I have read some stuff, but I haven't read everything.
This sounds about like the split I've got going on. My oldest is 14 and my youngest is 1 and some change.
Oof. See, that sounds miserable.
Free Thursday night chat. Let's go.
Yeah, we see Panda to show up now. And Dave.
Oh, he's not showing up.
Which one?
He's actually working.
Oh, Panda's working?
He's supposed to be.
Is he working or is he observing people work?
Oh, I don't know. What are we talking about?
Just new comics in general at this point. What are you picking up this week?
I don't think I'm picking anything up, man. My shop isn't in EDC anymore for a while, at least. So I was gonna grab Infinite Frontier.
Oh my God, it was good.
Teen Titans Academy. Firepower. And I don't know. There was one other book I was going to get. I forgot what it was, though. What did you get?
Dude, I so far out of this week's books, this is the only one I've read so far is Infinite Frontier. And oh my God, the showdown has begun. That's all I'm going to really say. What it's been building to, not only is the showdown started for this story, but the villain's plot is revealed. And it's about to get huge. Like, it's about to get real huge. Like, what we were kind of talking about and speculating that this is a potential springboard to like a DC continuity level event. It's looking like it big time. Big time.
I'm hoping that it has to do with Thomas Wayne. I really want him to be the mastermind.
Yeah, same here. But I don't think so. I think he's going to be a key to something. But Psycho Pirate kind of lays out why everyone's there to begin with, like in a very loose way. So the details on why specific people are there might change, but as far as Thomas, his real intentions or motives, or if he's got something up his sleeve, that's not really revealed. But Darkseid's plan and Psycho Pirate's purpose for existing is all laid out, and it's big. It's really big.
Does it blow your mind?
Dude, I was pumped. It blew my mind. It makes perfect sense, especially with this cover. Like, this cover might just look like it's just an image. It's not. It's very, very specific with all those multiverse worlds in the background, with them all fighting on it, standing on a chain. It was all relevant to the story.
Nice.
What is going on, Joe? How are you doing?
So what all did you read?
What all have I read today? Just that, and I read something that comes out tomorrow. I read Tom Taylor's Dark Days for Marvel, and it was actually really good. It was an amazing start. If y'all are on the fence about picking that up or trying it out, give it a shot, and be prepared for a lot of people you love to die. It seems like a total I don't want to compare it to DC's, but format-wise, you have a story that's a mini-series that's contained within itself, not beholden to the other continuity, and it's going to be a rough going. But by the end of it, you're going to be super pumped. It's got a lot of really cool elements that they're going to have to work with the whole concept of it being dark everywhere. A lot of stuff comes with that if you really think about it and why. But they're going to be leaning into that really heavily. I don't really want to give any spoilers.
Layla Star #5 comes out this week, right?
Yeah. Are you picking up the foil covers they do for those?
Mm-hmm. No, but yes, because oftentimes that's what's left. But I think I have the regular and the foil on just about every one of them. So, but I like the regular covers better, the B covers.
What is this? The final issue dropping this week?
Yeah. This will be #5. This will be the end of it all.
So how's it
been so
this
fantastic.
Point? So what's the main? I know the main thing is like Death gets fired or something, and what's the whole premise of it? I remember reading a little preview couple pages for it a long time ago at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, like, the Hindu gods are presented in this corporate structure, and there's this baby that's born that is going to invent eternal life, basically, immortality. He's going to invent immortality in his lifetime. So the corporate structure is looking at things, and they're like, oh, well, we're not going to need death anymore because people are going to live forever. So, in anticipation of the downsides that's going to cause, they go ahead and lay death off, And so her solution is, I'm just going to go to Earth and, like, kill this little bastard so that he can't invent immortality because I need my job, And unfortunately, well, as a god, she can't go to Earth as she is. She has to inhabit a mortal body. So there's this girl named Layla Star that had just, like, committed suicide. So she takes over her body and wakes up in the hospital, the same hospital that baby's in. And she goes to kill the baby, except things go wrong, and she basically ends up dying as Layla Star. But, she has pretty good connections with life, the god. And so he basically salvages her, and so she comes back, like, 12 years later, and she tries kind of the same thing. Like, each book is her attempting to kill this kid as he's growing up, so that she can prevent him from creating immortality, and she pretty much dies in every book. But it's really, just, like, really well done. It's very cool. The way it's written is a great story, and it has a lot of unique perspectives. Like, for one thing, every time she comes back to Earth, she kind of indulges in humanity a little bit more and starts to, like, learn to love mortality. And so, like, she gets to the point where she's indulging in, human vices like smoking and drinking and stuff. And so there's a whole issue that's told from the perspective of a cigarette, because she has just enough, like, godly power left in her, just like a wisp of it, And so when she lights the cigarette, it actually breathes sentience into the cigarette. And so the cigarette narrates the whole book as it's passed around the party from people to people. And in the end of the story, you realize like this crazy twist and stuff. Like there's another issue that's told from the perspective of these traditional funeral death crows and stuff. So there's a lot of like really interesting and cool perspectives being told and explored on mortality and death throughout the whole story.
Huh. That was a pretty fine-tuned, detailed synopsis right there.
Yeah.
Are you excited at all for the possibility of Ron V moving over to Marvel to co-write Venom? I know that's not necessarily your cup of tea, but Ron V is a writer that you follow pretty closely.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely going to I'm going to be interested. I'm going to keep my ear to the ground and see how people respond to it. But he's co-writing it with We Only Find Them When They're Dead. And, you know, that's another book I would compare to Layla Starr. Like, they both exist in a very similar realm. So, I mean, you put those two together on Venom, and that sounds like a winning scenario to me.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I mean,
We Only Find Them When They're Dead is fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's going to be incredibly well written and creative. The weirdest part of the whole book is the fact that it's Venom. Like, they don't seem like the kind of people that would really have a lot to do with Venom.
Ryan, that's called marijuana. They're passing it around. Pocam, what's up? Uncle Joe is in the building.
What's going on, fellas?
Everybody's crazy uncle from the secret lair has arrived.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Just got back from picking up my comic books for this week.
Did you read Dark Ages yet?
I have not. I just got finished with Infinity. Infinite Frontier.
Oh yeah, dude. I was just praising that. What a great issue. Right?
Good.
I was just telling you, dude, the plot that is like this is obviously going completely spoiler free, but the plot that is laid out, the big plan for the hill. Thank you.
Big things coming. Big things coming.
Big things coming.
DC's finally stepping up.
Big time.
Yes.
Big time. Hidden
Somebody
Gem,
was like,
Hardy, yo, Pocan, and you got a Kue Kuwatsu.
Watsu.
It's written by Williamson, right?
Yeah, the main man with pots and pans who's about to bring Batman back to glory.
Good stuff. That's going to be awesome. You got action. You got suspense. You got classic characters being classic.
Being so classic.
Everything you could want. Everybody complains about has been fixed.
But people kind of, there's a lot of people, especially the younger people, that say, well, they need to do new stuff. They need to try new things. But like you said, you have classic people being classic, but they're doing it totally different and calling back to why classic shouldn't be ignored, actually.
Yeah.
Like, with a very specific character who gives them the rundown and tells them why all of y'all should have a problem with this, as a matter of fact. This new stuff is actually what's killing you.
Mm-hmm. There's that page after page of two people sitting down drinking coffee talking about how hard their normal lives are. Nobody cares about your normal life.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, from the Wolverine movie.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
It took me a second too.
I thought you were just knocking on his cuckoo kachoo. And like when you hear like a lot of like Mayan or Aztec words like from ancient history, you have to break it down like Chichen Itza, the ancient ruins. Like when I went there, the way they tell you to remember is just call it chicken pizza in your head, and you'll always bring back the right name. So I didn't know if that was Kue Kuwatsu was like what was that, Enchantress's brother in the first Suicide Squad or something? Kue Kuwatsu, come here.
Some woo-woo.
So that famous woo-woo.
Robin finally followed the rainbow, LOL. I'm assuming that you're talking about he caught the leprechaun?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Either Tim Drake. And if you're excited about that, I don't think I have the pictures loaded up, but go back and enter my 900 subscriber giveaway. I posted the video last Wednesday. It's not complicated, very short video, but that Batman Urban Legends cover A and B are both part of the giveaway, which that cover A is like fetching like $40 right now. And the cover B that I think people wanted to be the one that's sought after, like amongst like community people that I saw talking about, are like, that's the one you want. It's not. I mean, it's not a cover price book, but that cover A is fetching more value right now. He said, oh, cold. But yeah, that is an interesting direction to take with him, being that he's an established character that's had numerous relationships with females over the years. But I guess they're taking him not in a hard shift, but just exploring new options. So I definitely can get that. Makes sense. Now, the rumors that are going around about Jonathan Kent potentially being a character that they come out with as homosexual, which was a rumor, but that actually makes more sense, being that he hasn't had like established relationships in the past or anything. It seems like it would be more organic if you wanted to take that character. It's a new character that's never been explored during that avenue. So,
yeah.
Yep.
What about Mary Marvel? Him and Mary Marvel got together.
Say again?
Mary Marvel? Him and Mary Marvel got together.
Did they?
That was in the Deceased. That was, I think that would be considered an offshoot story.
Yeah, that's Elseworld in my mind.
But yeah, that definitely happened. Hey, there's one of my favorite.
What's up, you guys?
The 3-year-old about to get in here, make plenty of noise.
What it do, boo boo?
Yeah, you better jump in the giveaway, Coco. There's some good stuff going on. Like I'm giving away that Spawn, what is it, 311, the Chadwick Boseman tribute cover, but it's the black and white sketch one in a CGC 9.8. I'm giving away a Spawn number 9, first appearance of Medieval Spawn, as well as Angela. I got those Batman Urban Legend books. I think there's some other stuff in there. I don't remember.
So I noticed that there was a lack in the rules, and I want to be sure that I understand this correctly. At no point in your video did you say you could only enter once. Is that correct? Like you just left that wide open, right?
Elaborate. What do you mean? Because the way that I do the drawing, it's only going to allow for certain things.
So like videos.
No, like if you're in the video, like you're in the regular drawing, all the same, and you're in that's a whole separate giveaway of its own. Yeah.
So if I made 10 videos, that's 10 entries, right?
I guess I didn't specify that, did I?
That's what he's saying.
I need more YouTube shorts over on my channel. So
just make one video and just repeat the same thing over and over. And
one comic book at a time for each entry.
Man, Coco needs to know. What's good, brother?
What's good, bruh? I love it. Man, dude, I'm serious. Like that Venom that he picked up, that Venom Jason is I was like staring at it while I was cooking my noodles. I'm like, yeah, that thing's so sick.
Yeah, I was trying to haircut a dog, and I happened to stroll across it while I was changing out the blades. I'm like, and just sat there for a minute. And the dog's just looking at me like, "What are we doing here?"
A man that can use chopsticks like a ball. Bam! It caught me at lunch, man. I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I made myself some noodles.
I completely understand the concept of chopsticks, but isn't it just easier with a fork?
Yeah, and no. It really all depends on what I'm feeling like.
Oh, crap! For food, like some kind of savage.
So, just let you guys know, this is hot. These are spicy.
Yeah. Is that Cheetos?
No. This is the noodles that I'm eating. These are Korean noodles. Yeah. These are 2 times spicy Korean noodles. No joke. They kick your ass.
They got that Korean hot sauce in it?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
I put that, and I put the whole packet in there too. So it's just super uber spicy. And it's funny because it's actually good. It hurts, but it's good.
Yeah, it's a good hurt. It's a good pace. It's like love.
And I'm not much of a spicy guy either, but this one right here actually has some good flavor to it. So I'm like, all right, I can
between that and kimchi. Oh my lord, I'll eat kimchi.
Is it kimchi the cabbage stuff?
Yeah, fermented cabbage.
I'm not a big fan on that one. What is up aggressively relaxing?
Hey, where did our 2 YouTube drivers go?
Ryan was in the car line picking up his kid, so he was on borrowed time, and Steve probably hit a deer. What? I'm being serious.
No, seriously.
Yeah,
that could have happened.
It's not funny, guys.
Stuff will happen. Seriously, we're planning a memorial. What is that clear liquid you're drinking? That's amazing.
That's water. It's pretty much all I ever drink.
I didn't even know that was edible.
I went to where is it?
Stuff in the toilet?
Yeah. No, not the tank, the bowl. But I went to Puerto Rico, and where the Bacardi factory is, and everyone gets a souvenir glass. And this is, you don't have to do a lot of dishes if you use the same cup every day. And I'm drinking water, so I only got to wash it like once every 4 months or something.
The water in a Bacardi glass. Okay, I see you. It's all right, man.
Yeah, we got you, buddy.
I feel you. Sometimes when I drink beer, it's apple juice.
Yeah, I hear you.
Puerto Rico.
It does look like Bacardi. It looks a lot like Bacardi when it says Bacardi. If I had one that said Smirnoff, it'd probably look like vodka, though. Just get one that says Grey Goose. Smirnoff's cheap stuff.
When did you go to Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I don't drink anymore. What?
When did you go to Puerto Rico?
Probably about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I want to go back. I've been there once.
I've been, I think once or twice. I can't remember where I went once or twice. Because when I went to Puerto Rico, and I honestly don't remember, because there was 2 summers back to back where I went to Mexico a couple of times, to the Keys in Puerto Rico, and I think we just flew to Puerto Rico. Yeah, we flew to Puerto Rico. We did cruises to Mexico.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a blur because, like I said, I don't drink anymore.
Is that why you don't drink anymore?
I don't drink anymore because Joe drinks enough for all of us.
Yes, Joe.
Yeah. When I get on the plane and I'm like, I want a whiskey, and they bring those little tiny bottles to you, I'm like, no. I'm a big boy alcoholic. Let's go get the real thing.
No, get the real whiskey.
Yeah, just drink a tall glass. Save yourself the steps.
You'd be like George Clooney in Ocean's 13, where he goes up to the waitress. He's like, whiskey, little whiskey. I'm like, all right, that's how you order it. I like that. Whiskey. I was like, yes, that's how you do it. So I don't know if they do it now, but you could bring a quart Ziploc bag with liquids in it. And rumor has it you can actually bring those little alcohol bottles onto an airplane. Now, the rule is if the airline doesn't serve that alcohol, you can't drink it. But how are they going to know in reality?
Put it in a flask and be done.
Exactly. It's
what are you drinking, Joe?
Right now, I'm just drinking a Diet Coke. I'm getting hydrated.
Joe's having a run. Hydrated with Diet Coke? Is that even?
I don't drink water.
Water's for wimps. You drink Diet
Coke. I drink enough water in the military. I pee every 5 minutes to this day.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, that's just all that. If I'm ever thirsty, that's all I crave. I stopped drinking sodas a long time ago.
I take that back. I do keep because of the forge and out there in the heat and everything. I do drink the V8 hydration waters. I drink those and just do a quick hydration with those. But just I live in Chesapeake, so it's very swampy and humid here. Yeah, so water out the tap is very.
Now, see, I have I drink tap water, but I don't drink I'm not opposed. I'm not better than tap water, but I have a Brita pitcher in the refrigerator that I drink through the Brita filter. And at my job, we're on well water, thank God, because use a lot of water to kennel, and I do not drink that water because
is the kennel on your property? I guess that's what always confused me.
No, it's right down the road from me.
Okay.
Yeah, the original owner of the kennel who set it up, she's 91. She still lives on the property.
That's a fantastic question, Joe, because I wonder also, are you working where you do your shows? Because you constantly do shows and you say you're working. And I've always wondered, do you work where you live?
Yeah, I don't do shows. I think I've popped on live streams twice while I've been at work, and that was it because I was working on my scheduled days off. You know what I mean? If I'm working on my scheduled days off, that means it's already staffed for me. If I'm working, the staff count is low because I'm working. If I'm not working, the staff count is high because I'm not working. I've been there for years. It doesn't take me and if I go on my off day, there's no groom scheduled, and the number of dogs getting bathed and stuff is low because so I'm the one that does all the grooming and everything. So it's pretty much a freebie day if I have to go in and just babysit staff members. So I'm just walking around and doing paperwork or catching up on bank stuff, just whatever. You know what I mean? It's just
see now the way you talk about work. Before I used to think that you were just a dog groomer. Now I'm wondering, are you like a general manager?
Yeah, I run the place. Yeah. The original owner's 91. Her son took it over after her, and he's retired. And I run the place for him.
Cool. Oh man, you're gonna end up inheriting that place, aren't you?
Quite possibly. He's brought up the subject of if I wanted to buy it and stuff like that. But right now we're good. He's not anywhere near dying or anything, and he still gets to draw funds from it and everything. So it's beneficial for everyone the way it is at the moment.
Yeah, that's good.
Like I'm happy where I am right now. I think I would need a lot of private sessions talking to Joe off of YouTube before I feel confident making that kind of move. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think that I'm educated enough in every area that I would feel comfortable before taking on something like that.
I'm starting to get to the point to where I'm starting to trim some of the things that I'm involved in because it's just getting to be too much. Not my social stuff like my nonprofits and stuff like that, but these other little tiny businesses, I think it's getting to the point to where it's time to cash out.
Yeah.
And say, hey, good luck, guys, and roll on into retirement.
That's the dream. I'm done. Retire. No more work, and I still have money.
But the truth is, I'm such a busybody. I'm kind of a know-it-all, and I have a huge ego. And
no, that's not cruel at all. Aggressive. That's something that a lot of people do. Especially as cats get older and they stop self-care as much, they'll start getting their cats groomed. Now, getting cats groomed, you might find like 1 in 20 that'll allow you to do it before they're too old to care. But it's just not even taking the bath out of it. Cat skin is so thin, and there's so much room for error, and they move so fast. Like with us, if we get a cut or something, get a cut, on a dog or a cat, it's like their skin doesn't connect the same to their sinew. So if they get a cut or something like that, it opens. It's just a free moving cut over the top of them, and they don't clot up like we do either. So it's highly dangerous and very expensive if you want me to do it.
I love how that was probably a joke question and you gave him the most serious answer.
You did a poke hand there for a second. Somebody's kidding. You're like, no, well, actually, the universe works like this.
To upload a picture of a dog that I groomed yesterday. It was a Pomeranian, and they wanted it to look like a little lion.
Is that the one that you sent me this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That dog is cute. Not gonna lie.
He's just sitting there smiling, so happy to have that dingy hair off of him, and he's older and had dry skin. And I hit him with that medicated shampoo. Yeah, it takes me forever to upload anything in here. You pulling it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me see if I can get it.
While they're getting that up, did y'all hear that John Cena is going to be at C2E2?
John Cena? Yes, I did. I heard that today.
Look at that. Look at that smile.
Like a little happy gremlin.
So cute, yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know how to do this properly. There we go. Just go nuts for the funny animal style. I don't know. Dude, do whatever makes you happy and the animal comfortable. That's what I tell people. If both of those things aren't lined up, it ain't the right choice. People are all the time bringing me in dogs that they there's a lot of breeds that you have to maintain daily, if not daily, at least every other day. And a lot of these breeds that uppity people want to buy, those are the high maintenance dogs, and they don't want to maintain their dogs. And they come in and like, oh, if you can just give him a good bath and brush him out. I'm like, woman, this dog is pelt matted from toe to tail. I'm about to shave him. That's all you get. We got to get these out. I'm not going to sit here and demat all these. You know how much pain that would put your dog through? And you can do it. You can definitely do it, but that's just, in my mind, that's inhumane. I'm not doing it. We're gonna hit the reset button on you as a pet owner. Maybe you can do better the second time around as it grows out. Oh yeah, I've seen on Panda's Sunday mail call hangout, Coco. You were definitely working hard, my man. He was sitting there cooling in his work gear, just hanging out, supervising. It was awesome. That's how you put in the man hours.
Hey, you got Chip Getler, No Good Comics, and Austin Lumay in the house. Me and him are working on a project together.
I hope it all comes together.
Nice. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I got Austin's Something's Killing the Turtles print. I'm waiting to do a unboxing, but I'm waiting for like two or three more packages that should be coming in this week before I do it. I really want to hang that thing up though. I really want to hang it up like right back here.
Like right here?
Yeah, that one. I want to have it like right here somewhere. Like I want to definitely like rearrange this right here.
Dude, you dipped on that Action Comics 1000 so fast since last night.
Oh, excuse me. Dude, this is Bunny Mask right here. I had Andrea Moody on that. I had to let him know.
Oh, okay. I get it. And that's the Ambassador variant right there.
This is
Thank you.
Ambassador variant for Bunny Mask #1. I have like a bunch of Bunny Mask #1s. Yeah, I think this is cover B.
What is going on, Jason? Howard,
this is I think the 1 in 15.
But where's that RKFA exclusive?
Oh, let me show you the sold out RKFA exclusives right there. Yeah.
Tell us about that cover and where you can find more of these books that sell out.
So you can go to rkfacomics.com, no HTTPS, so just rkfacomics.com.
Because it's not 1990.
Because it's not 1990. That's Luke's page, and we still have Beyond the Breach on there. Luke's got some really good books on there that you can buy. He said last night on the live stream that he still has some Bunny Masks, but they may be damaged. And if you still wanted to just to add to the collection, go ahead, give him a call, let him know, hit him up, and say, hey, look, I'm interested in buying one of those Bunny Masks, even if they're damaged. But officially, they're sold out. Look. And here's the trade also. That's what the trade is. And this is by Chin Potter, up and coming Chin Potter right here. So this guy's doing some fantastic work also.
62, I guarantee you I could groom your dog and do his nails. Guarantee it. I get so many dogs that so many customers that come in to board their dog and say he needs his nails trimmed, but he won't let no one do it. We have to go to the vet and they have to put him to sleep to do his nails. I'm like, that's excessive. And then you hear that a lot. Like people go to PetSmart or places like this, which that you have to have a well-behaved dog. I mean, a dog that just does not care for that kind of environment to be what you need. But I guarantee you, I can groom your dog. I haven't met one in my years yet that I have not been able to do that. I had to return and say it can't be done. It might not be what you want. It might just have to be kind of a closer cut where, it kind of gives you room for mistakes and the dogs to move around. But I've never met a dog that I haven't done its nails. And I can't even count how many dogs like that I've had to deal with. It's not easy or it's not fun, but it's finding out how the dog's going to let you. Half the time it's me and the employees while they're sitting there rubbing its belly on the ground and we're all just sitting there with the dog. You can find their sweet spot. Or if they don't like it and you got a little dog, take a towel, wrap it up like you're about to rat tail someone and just put it around its neck and hold the extra. And it's in essence like they make dog cones that cover their heads, but they also make them like little inflatable tires almost, which work the same and they don't block their ability to eat and drink. You make one of those out of a towel, they can't turn around and bite you. Just have someone hold them under their armpits and their feet are right out. Go for it.
Oh, my poor dog, little half Chihuahua, half.
He looks like an Amish guy with a beard and no stash. Poor dog. What were you saying, E-Man?
Oh yeah, so my dog's half Chihuahua and half Papillon, and poor thing, like it needs a haircut bad. And my girlfriend's sister's like, when are you going to take this dog to get it groomed? We're like, it doesn't need it. Poor thing. She totally needs a haircut. It's funny, too, because when you flip her on her belly, she's got, like, patches of hair. And she looks like a chimpanzee when I flip her over. Awesome. It's so funny. I'm like, look at this
little bit of hair and all nips.
Exactly. It's the funniest thing to me.
So I did not read Fear State Alpha yet. I did pick it up. I read something else, and I read Infinite Frontier for this week so far. And Infinite Frontier was I read Dark Ages and Infinite Frontier, and both of those were really, really great starts. Like Infinite Frontier, like it's going to be hard to top that this week.
Yeah, I just picked up my Marvels. I finished my DC, so I'll probably read my Marvels later tonight. And small haul for me this week. I might actually get a video done in under 15 minutes.
Oh man. I think my haul's got to be pretty big this week.
Can't wait to explain to my girl I'm going to Augusta to have my cat shaved because I know a guy. It's not about what you know; it's about who you know. Yeah, Dark Ages was fantastic. Like this is going to be like Marvel's Deceased without being no zombies or nothing, but just like we explained earlier, it's separated from main continuity. It's about to get really violent, and it's going to be a blast the whole ride.
I hope they do something like they do in War of the Realms, right? Because that was right. You know what I'm excited about in comic books? I'm all like a child. I hope they do something similar to that because that would be awesome.
I don't know what you're referring to because I did not read War of the Realms. I skipped over it, but I can only imagine. Wait till you get to the end of this book and see what direction it takes, because very similar. It does a very similar like plot layout, the way that they kind of formatted the book. You know, like Deceased did something very instinctive to get it away from current continuity and current expectations, so that it separates it to make it. Dark Ages does that too. Hey, Mom.
Holy crap, I just saw the list. There's 13 books I'm picking up at least tomorrow. God.
Picking up that many, surprisingly.
Sounds like we're chimpanzee. Ignacio, what is up? You better be on the way. I sent you that invite, like, I don't know, 4 years in the future from now. I figured you'd get it sooner.
Wait, real time or fairy time? Hold on.
With Kyle, time is relative.
Okay.
He's a promiscuous time traveler.
Yeah,
Dark Ages. I'll be right back, you guys. Y'all chat it up.
I wonder where Kyle is going to be at this time right now, because we were talking about that last night while we were recording. Kyle
is going to be in a prison outfit digging a dig someplace.
It's a gig that I have. Don't worry about it. You know. But yeah, man, I was just looking at. You're talking about you're going to have a small haul. I have 13 books that I'm looking at, like for tomorrow, and there was one book that was supposed to come out last week, but it didn't. It looks like it's being released tomorrow. That's the Phantom on the Scan. Oh my God, there's a bunch of them.
I picked my comic book store didn't have a whole lot this week, surprisingly, and there's just a bunch of stuff that I've dropped already. So it's like how many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only picked up 10 books this week.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. You said only 10, and I'm here like tripping that I'm picking up 13 books. How many books do you regularly pick up, Joe?
Normally between 15 and 20 bucks.
Okay, yeah. See, me, it's usually about 10 to 12.
That's why my videos are so long, because I don't just like, hey, I read this. And I'm like, I read this and it's garbage. Let me tell you why.
I spent money on this, so you don't have to.
That's why I'm so harsh about it. It's like, no, you tricked me.
You see this? Don't pick it up.
There he is.
Hey, just normal today. I am working on Fairy Time, though. Nice. This is pretty cool. Pundit World. It's an expanded series, but it's a cool little short story that came out this week.
Wait, hold on. Promiscuous. Is that a Dodger flag behind you?
Yeah, I'm from LA.
Yeah, let's go ahead and kick this guy out. We don't. There's none of that around. There you. Thank you very much. So,
you guys were talking about. You guys were talking about grooming pets. This is what's in my driveway right now.
Yeah.
Is that the mobile groomer?
Oh, mobile groomer.
Yeah.
We have a couple of those here. I get a lot of their customers after they use them one time.
Can we be somewhere in the middle? Is this okay?
I'll respect them a lot more than the Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah. Chip, you're frozen. Chip, are you there?
Chip's on location. He's reporting location in Kosovo. We've lost connection with Chip. I should be getting back to him soon.
Let me check my IG real quick.
So I got all these stolen phones right here, charging them all at the same time.
He's on a live chat on these stolen phones.
They're all hooked up.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to get more views on your YouTube channel? You got like a prescription for just a phone.
What are you trying to
go live?
Are you trying to mine some crypto?
No, I'm not.
Oh wow!
Are you mining
trying
crypto?
To get my watch hours up.
Oh, that's how you do it. Now I see. All right, that's the secret.
Those phones look awesome, Coco. Did those who made those for you? He said, "Here's a sneak peek." So I don't want to give away his thunder, so he can put it up on his stuff. But he sent me a picture of the custom comic stand he had made. It was really cool.
Promiscuous says Dodger fan today, Giant fan tomorrow. He is promiscuous.
I have a Cubs jersey, a Giants jersey, an Angels jersey, and a Dodgers jersey.
Oh my God, he is promiscuous. You sports whore, you. Look at you.
So in case you guys missed it, this was my pick of the week this last week. Lifeformed from Scout Comics.
Tell us about it.
This is it's hard to talk about these books. Okay, so first off, it's a nonstop. So they're gonna go issue 1 and then straight to trade paperback. Yeah, I'll just show the chat. That makes sense. I'll just walk you guys through it. It's cool. It's wonderfully drawn. And like crap really goes down on it. Like it's very animated kind of drawing, I'd say. Like it's something that would be like easily transcribed into like a TV show or something or an anime. But basically there's this dude that gets kidnapped by aliens. They do like a process. The aliens invade Earth and things are not what you seem. Because one of the aliens is I can't go any further. That's it. Just pick up Lifeformed. It caught me off guard.
No, we're not going to pick it up. We're relying on your review.
Wonderful
if you want me to spoil
there, Kyle.
If you want me to spoil it, I'll spoil it. Yes, no.
I'm going to drink heavily tonight and forget it tomorrow. So do whatever you want.
So
as he drinks his water,
the alien that comes down is basically the main protagonist's father, and he dies to the alien invasion, but then the alien that comes down is also her father, and it's like it was cluster. Why did you pick that one? It sucked. No, it didn't suck. It was a good pick. It was my pick of the week.
He's just messing with you, man.
All right, so that's a better synopsis. If anybody's
Chip's on fire right now. Austin said he'll hop on soon if we're still live, and Chip said thanks for the warning.
I think Chip's been drinking.
He's walking through the park all drunk.
Get off my lawn, sir! I'm the pet groomer.
He's still going.
Oh my God! Okay,
Kyle. It's okay. You have terrible taste. Are we sure this is Chip?
Yeah.
Kind of going off of
this is a white shadow right now.
Kind of going off
over there at his house. It's like Cocaine Joe at his with a cigar hanging out of his mouth, going.
I wasn't ready.
Kind of going off of what you just said, Joe, where get off my lawn. You turn around, there's someone there. I'm the dog groomer. So there was a New Year's Eve party that I went to, and it was New Year's Eve, so we were all pretty drunk, and apparently I was letting people into our VIP area, turning around and then calling them out, wondering what they were doing in our VIP area. And the poor girl would look at me. She's just like, Emmanuel, just let me in. I'm like, I'm Emmanuel. And everyone in the party was like, no, come here. Come here. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. What is she doing here? You let her in. Why did I do that?
I did something similar to that in Seattle. Me and Huey were drinking in a bar someplace, and I'd been drinking all day because Emerald City Comic Con was shut down. So I was like, screw it, I'm going on a drinking tour. And we were the only ones in this place, right? And some people came in, and I was like, I'm going to have to ask that you people leave. And they were like, is the shutdown in effect? And I was like, no, I just don't want you in my bar. And they're like, are you the owner? And I was like, no, I think this guy is, but I'm going to go ahead and say you need to go.
Hold on, but did they listen? They actually listened.
Yeah, they left. I don't know if you've ever seen Huey like standing next to one of us, but he's a big dude, right?
Okay.
He's the nicest teddy bear ever, right? But he's just one of those guys that has that look on his face. And they were like, all right, well, we didn't mean to bother you guys. The guy behind the bar was like, "Thanks for letting me miss customers," and I was like, "Here's $100. Don't worry about it."
Not today, Satan. I'm not going to deal with it today.
I mean, if you get them out of the bar and then you pay them a little extra, that's just buying a private bar.
Yeah. Not to mention, we weren't that far away from where like
the
old folks' home ground zero for Corona started. So I was trying to catch their walking aids or whatever they had out there.
That's a series I need to jump on there, Kyle. Was that Tokyo Ghost?
It is freaking awesome. We're late. We are late to the party, but geez, it's a good story.
Yeah, even my sons were like, "You got to read this one, Dad." I'm like, "What? When did you start reading comic books?" They're like, "This is the only one right now."
It's
so yeah.
Here's a mature one: Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights.
That's a good book. I like that book.
I thought it was cool. It's only 3 issues, and the trade just came out. It was a hard book to find too. I was only able to get issue.
Is that Mom?
No, that was her dad. He just opened the door, didn't knock, walked through, and
at least he had his pants on this time.
I don't think he was wearing pants, to be honest.
You, it doesn't matter.
Spy Island.
Dude, now it's a party. What is up, Nick? What's going on, people?
What's up, Nick?
Just hanging out a little bit before wife gets home. We're doing family dinner tonight instead of last night, and we got this very, very necessary and important parent-teacher night at preschool.
I got mine tonight too.
Oh man, I'm not alone.
I like it. Parent-teacher night at preschool. I like how you went in depth with that one right there.
Yeah, because he's 3.
What is there to talk about in his learning process?
You still want to get to know. You still want to get to know the teacher, right?
Why? I don't plan on having dinner with her.
She's taking care of your kids, son.
Yeah, for 4 hours of the day.
Listen.
No, seriously, do y'all have like the app for your preschool where like they post daily pictures? Like I'm talking like detailed pictures of what they do all day long and the timestamps and the snacks they have that day and all that.
Is it Parent Square?
I don't know the name of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I have parents and I have 2 sets of children going to 2 different types of schools. So I have my girlfriend's kids going to one, and then my child goes to another. So I'm getting constant messages from like both schools on the same app. It's ridiculous.
My man just took that book to work with him.
All day. We got to spend the whole day together. And like every now and then I'd take it out and look at it, and then I'd hold it, take pictures of myself. Like,
this is the name of it, Class Dojo. That's the name of it.
So when are you going to ask that to marry you, there, Remy? You guys are getting close there.
That's a side piece. It comes first.
Yeah, it's criminal because it's crazy to think that that I don't need to collect anymore. So I don't know. I don't know what to do now. Like I have all this money and all this time left over. Like there's nothing.
Give it all away except that and start over.
Yeah, it's like what do you do when you have everything you ever wanted? I have no idea. It's
ask your wife.
Remy,
honey, what do I do now that I have everything I ever wanted?
This never-ending quest.
Listen, I cannot emotionally take any more of your videos. So
that's where I was going with it. Yep. I was saying that Remy.
I can't trust me. I can't emotionally take any more of my videos.
I don't process emotions very well, except for like general hate and violence. So
that last one, I called Tyler. I was like, Tyler, I don't even think I have anything to post. I was like, it's just me. Nothing. I was like, I don't know what to do. So,
full disclosure, I was watching that in the morning while I was having my morning constitutional. And the cover of that book popped off, and I went.
I was like, oh, God.
It was a silent moment too.
And I was like,
for those in the chat that don't know, he did an unboxing video today where that was A-OK to him.
Just give it to him.
In the
Ultimate Grail, it's like the one thing, like 10 questions or Burke or any of those. Like, what are you looking for? It was always Silver Surfer number 4. Can't believe it. Stunned.
Was there a Go ahead.
Real quick. What's going on, Paul? We got Paul from Sector 2815 joining us, one of the newest members of the
Paul.
as well. How are you doing?
Hello. Good. How are you?
What's going on, Paul?
What's
Not much.
new in
How's
your
everybody
sector?
doing?
We're doing good. Doing good. Just
Not much.
enjoying the afternoon.
Oh, look at baby girl. She wants in on the action. Look. Hi, everyone.
Say, hey,
Those eyes, Mark. Whoa.
that's my character.
Look at her.
Judging each and every one of you.
Pretty much, yeah. Just nonstop screaming in the background, and then gets on camera, nothing.
And then judging you
hope
for
she
hanging
likes
out
me.
with us.
I hope she likes me.
Also, I didn't know that there was a comic book award category for like most emotional tear-jerking channel. Every like the past videos, I've just been like sitting there, just like, oh man, like I just you're trying to make us cry at this point. I don't know, man. Just it's awesome. It brings joy. It's happy laughter. Like
these last couple boxes have been some doozies. So yeah.
Well, if you need a kidney, you let me know. I will get somebody to mail one to you tomorrow. And
he'll get a video up the next day.
A-okay, you a kidney.
Now this is just karma, man. You do so much for the community. Like Remy Slab has been at it for a long time, man.
Well, somebody's gonna send me a big box of crap now. It's just like big tile of dog poo just to make it funny. Like I'm gonna open it up, just put my hand in it.
In the nuts.
Yeah. The little kid's gonna kick you in the junk and run away.
That is too funny.
Yeah,
Awesome shit.
I even had to message Tyler today to let him know he didn't suck.
Just for this one day.
Just one day. Well, this might have earned him a little bit of space.
There you go. Maybe a week buffer.
Station to TM Nerdy. I just watched his
Yeah.
last interview. It's good stuff.
All right, guys. Well, I'm about to have to cut it off short. We got family showing up, and I'm on the dining room table right now, and it is not prepared for dinner. Like just.
Oh, this is how you do your videos.
This is how I rock. Like
That's
this,
the setup.
I've set this up in my dining room, and that got the 100% clear A-OK from the wife, because that's the kind of life we live.
I really thought like this was the corner of like a family room, and no,
because I have this huge front room, like it's huge.
So we got the grand tour of the workplace last time. Now we're getting this. This is great. It's Legion behind the scenes. That's what we needed.
Yeah, I've shown my house 1,000 times.
Exactly.
The actual man cave. That's the actual comic room. Like you can't really see because of the glare, but I have the couch set up in there, the big TV in there, and boxes and statues and collectibles all around. And
You have to insert a crystal to open the door.
I wish. I really wish.
Joe, can you help him with that?
Eye scanner.
Can we get some Fortress of Solitude here?
Crystal lock, where he can insert the crystal and it opens.
We're getting to be the behind the scenes of Legion of Comics, like how he makes the sausage.
Yeah, I tried to take the camera in there before, but hooked up where the router is. You go into this room that's like 3 walls of it is brick on the inside. It just shuts out the Wi-Fi.
That should be for the Patreon. See, now you can start a Patreon and you can do behind the scenes and just have people pay you to see the behind the scenes, and you're just like, hey, thank you.
Y'all are lucky I have an Instagram. I'm not about to set up a Patreon.
Hey, so before you go, Mark,
The actual true story, the source wall is actually the dining room wall.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Everybody on the panel. All right, I bought this today, which is a reprint of Spider-Gwen, I guess.
Fried pie exclusive.
But it comes in the poly bag. Do I
Open
keep it in or do I take it out?
No, you take it out.
I always open poly bags.
I do.
That one it has a backing board in it, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, it's the.
See, that's different. That
It's
might
a lot
be
in the
better
back,
then.
but from an acid standpoint, I mean, it'll take like 30 years, but it eventually corrodes the book.
Yeah, that's not archival grade plastic on it at all.
Yeah, so it's up to you. I just take them out.
it really holds no benefit being in there. And there's countless UF4s that suffered from being in those bags for too long. Countless.
Yeah.
And all you people that use the resealable bags and boards, you know what I mean? With those, and I've said it for a long time, I don't use those resealables because there's a seam across it and you put all your books together and you have a seam laying on each other. That's crazy.
Yeah, the seam hits the book in the back.
Coco, he said, what happened? We had 6 people watching, now 15 with 34 likes. How's that even mathematically possible? People, man, that's what's funny about live stream. People are going about their day, able to hop in for a little bit, hop out, come back when they get a chance.
So
Yeah,
it's a good
10
thing that you're
accounts.
reading too. I tore apart half-price books yesterday and today.
Jesus.
My goodness.
Wow. So you got all of that at half price?
You got all half of them?
Highlights include.
All right, let's see what he's working with here.
So essentially, it was buy one get one free, right?
Mark had to go, but now.
Yeah, now I'm just curious.
Thor #2 second print.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's
awesome.
$30 book.
The last appearance of Stormbreaker.
$1.99. I've got Battle of the Planets.
Those Alex Ross covers
Alex
are
Ross
amazing.
cover.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. That's
exactly.
dope. That's dope.
Issues 1 through 5 for $4.
Even did the artwork on the DVD box sets when they re-released the show around the same time of that series. It's amazing.
Shout
Yeah,
out
that's
to
such
Free
a
Energy.
classic.
I like
That's
that
a
cover.
good cover.
It's a nice cover.
We got this one.
I have that one.
I'm gearing up on all of the Fantastic Four stuff.
Show that cover again real quick, that last one.
Esad Rabich.
So everyone soak that in, soak in that loving moment into the happiness for Ben, and then go read Dark Ages. That's all.
Destroyed.
I'll be heartbroken. Okay, there we go. Tom Taylor's
Great book.
greatness. I sing the
Great book.
praises of Earth 2 all the time. That entire run just made Tom Taylor for me. That's why I'm a fanboy of his right there.
Earth 2 #1 second print.
Here's the best part of that cover, Nick. Every single one of them die on the second page. Every single one of them.
What
It's
spoilers?
been out for a while. That's fine. No,
No,
it's
that's
fine.
been out
That's
for
fine.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to Sector 2815.
It's a
Oh,
comic book.
nice.
They'll all come back to life eventually.
Hey,
I just spoiled the book that came out like 5 days ago.
I love Savage Avengers. I recommend reading that. That is a good read.
Another cool cover.
What's up, Bart? How's it going, brother?
This
Bart.
variant. Avengers
That's cool.
36.
Oh, that's the Native American art one.
Yeah, you see that a lot on Facebook too. People throwing up like mega keys. Got this at a yard sale today.
Oh, I got that Nova one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Ooh.
More Alex Ross goodness. I almost
Good
feel
Alex
like
Ross
Rudy
cover,
with this
though.
fall.
Nice. Infinite Crisis. We got some Blue Beetle action coming in later.
Dude,
in
that's
series.
that sweet Jim Lee cover.
Yep.
I have the power.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh, nice.
Lotto right there. That's early Del Lotto work. He did the entire Annihilation cover run.
One of my
Before
favorites.
he had all black covers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, a year ago he had all white covers, didn't he? That's
Yeah,
really
he's
cool.
he's good with solid covers or solid.
Yeah, at
color
least he
covers.
changes it
Oh,
up.
nice. That New Agents of Atlas.
Okay, that guy looked like Vegeta.
Well, yeah, all good stuff there. Yeah.
And just because of the name, I picked up issues 2.
Big fan of Wood.
I want to go back and get those.
I'm a big fan of Lay in the Wood.
I hear you.
3.
You must make him proud.
That was before he was only James Tynan the third then.
I was
not ready for that.
That was funny.
Yeah, Art's a big Master of the Universe fan. He said that's the omnibus cover that they used. That's awesome. And I do want to point out, big thank you, Bart. It will be my birthday in 30 minutes in Belgium. It's a little bit longer than that in real time. Got about 6 hours and 29 minutes if we're counting.
Oh, we're gonna start
Going
some
back
picks,
to-
some spawn.
Oh my
shoots.
God,
Are
here
you
we
kidding
go.
me?
Oh, this
Todd
is it.
McFarlane did not lie when he said this would be the year of the Spawn. Look at Nick making it come
Yep.
true.
Wow. Nice.
Pop them open. Pop them window boxes open.
You dropped one.
Half off for the
Guy at the
bottom one.
LCS gave me a good deal. I think they retail for about
Look at that.
$400, I think.
Good God.
If anybody has,
400?
hey Nick, do you have some? I tried to get the Miles Morales Nikes when they first came out.
I did.
That was the
I had
toughest
those
thing to do.
So is that one just straight grayscale?
Yeah, this is the artist proof.
Oh, that's amazing.
I thought these were shoes.
It's really nice.
They look like shoe boxes.
Yeah, at first I thought it was because it was Nick's kicks. And
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking
assuming.
It was a shoe box.
That's why I brought up the Miles
I
Morales
did my
shoes.
first shoe unboxing the other day on Trip Channel.
Okay, cool.
Is that the hamburger face?
This is the Al Simmons one, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been cool if they would have done medieval Spawn. I don't know why I just think
Xbox.
his suit is awesome. And here's the OG.
OG, triple OG.
You guys see that catch?
I did. You have cat-like reflexes. I knew you were a pussy.
Those are the dad flexes.
Damn.
Nice.
Those are sick.
Yeah, those are awesome.
That is a real
Really nice.
signature.
Now, what is that song? What did he sign it on? What is that piece?
Like a little placard.
Yeah. Oh, it's a plaque? That's awesome. I thought it was a harmonica at first.
You can put that on your
Yeah.
desk and pretend to be Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
Now, are
selling
those-
signatures?
Are those legit SIGs or are they like stamped?
This is the only porn I watch.
It's a legit sig.
Dude, that was an impressive little hall show off there, Nick.
That is nice.
That's so dope.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I do have to hop off this time. Nick, keep the rest of your stuff to yourself for now. Remy, big congrats, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
your
appreciate it.
Paul,
Awesome.
Kyle, E-Man, Joe, all y'all.
Do not let it out of your sight.
Yeah,
Me too.
y'all take it easy.
Laters.